Claude artifacts are one of the most powerful tools in Claude's toolkit. Most people have only heard of one. Today I'm going to build all 4 types, 3 of them production grade, and make those 3 available for you to try. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build them and what makes them so powerful. Then I'll let you try them yourself live on my website. But first, let me explain what an artifact is in the Claude ecosystem. Most of what Claude produces lives inside the chat. An artifact is different. It's a working object. Here are the types. A static type is a document, perhaps a slide deck or a one-off dashboard that you build from your data. This is the one that most people have seen. The second type is an AI-powered tool. It's a tool that uses Claude every time that someone uses it. You share it, your colleagues run it. Most tutorials don't mention that this one exists. The third type is live, persistent infrastructure that lives in cowork and refreshes itself every time that you open it. Not a deliverable, a live instrument. The last type is a custom visual, inline charts and diagrams generated when a picture lands faster than text. Let's start with static. We're going to do a simple budget versus actuals. We've got 8 categories and 9 months of data, and we've got variances that I need to investigate. This is the standard budget spreadsheet you will often get, and there'll be variations of this, so you'll know what I'm talking about when you see something like this. On the screen here is the data and the prompt. So basically I'm saying to Claude, build me an artifact with an interactive budget versus actuals. A fairly simple prompt. Categories are month, and then the category, what it is. You can see here head count, budget, and actual. And you can see it's got the months. So that's all I have given to Claude for that whole spreadsheet. You can see there's quite a lot of data. Claude went away and reviewed the design fundamentals that it's got and also that I had given it. And this is what it came back with. A total budget and the year to date and the variance and categories, 3 red and 4 green. Now this is where it does get interesting and obviously here's the projection. This is showing me all, but if I just want to look at the red, I clicked on the red and I can see that my head count is over budget. I'm spending too much on consultants. Now if I click on the yellow, we can see that where it's going to get very close, the actual year to date and the variance. And if I click on the green, then we can see exactly where we are. And you can also click on the column headings here to change it. Now, if there's anything wrong with this spreadsheet, then you simply prompt Claude again and ask it, describe what the problem is, and ask it to correct it. It's a very interactive artifact, but I find this much more helpful looking at a spreadsheet because I can actually see all of the data. Now that would have taken me about 30 minutes to build a spreadsheet like that myself, possibly longer. That is a static artifact. It's useful, it's repeatable, and this is exactly where most tutorials on Claude artifacts stop. So I think of this as a tool for one person. The next one, your whole team can run what you have built. Here's the problem they solve. You post a role for a job. 40 CVs arrive. You open each one with the job description in another window. You read, you compare, you note, and you repeat. By the 20th CV, you're actually applying slightly different standards than the first CV. Then you get tired and you go, you hand the rest to somebody else on your team, and now they're applying their standards, not yours. Now here's a demonstration of what I built using Claude Cowork. I gave it a simple prompt. I basically asked it, I've got a job description in a CV. I've got 5 scoring criteria. I need to be able to edit them for any specific role. So in the future, I can change jobs. I need to be able to load anybody's CV in there. What I want to do is rather than just demonstrating it to you, I want to actually show you on my website how this works. And because it's on my website and now you know the address for it, you can test this yourself with either your own data or you can use my dummy data. And again, I'll also give you a link to that so you can just click and paste and run your own check. You can see how powerful this is. Now, right now, I've set it up so that it only reads texts. Can it read document files and PDFs? Yes, it can, but not in this version. I've just kept it simple so it's fast for the web. But the real power of this is you're actually getting consistent evaluation, and you're actually getting questions given to you that you can ask the candidate on their gaps. But the best way is for you to try it yourself and see what it does. So you've saved everyone a whole lot of work. You've narrowed it down to 3 or 5 or 10, whatever number you want, and you've given them a working brief on each. I think this is incredibly powerful. But I want to also say hiring here is just the illustration. The pattern is any professional process that you run in your business or your department more than once. The list is unlimited. The key is you understand what's possible and then learn how to build these yourself. Now, the next one I'm going to build runs from what's happening right now. Here I'm going to use Opus 4.7 because I do need it to go into a little bit more detail. What I've asked it to do is build me a competitor dashboard. I want to have a weekly view showing new content published this week. And I've randomly selected the Diary of the CEO, MKBHD, which is a technical review channel, and Mr. Beast. I'm sure you've heard of at least one of those. I'm here going to be using an MCP, which is a validated live connection to YouTube. It's now asking me, what do I need? The more complex you get and the higher level models that you use from Claude, in this case Opus, they do interact with you more so that they can refine exactly what you need to build. I won't run the video for the whole time it took to build this. It takes it about 10 or 15 minutes, and it comes back and does ask for permissions because we're going out to a third party. A live artifact lives in your co-work account and pulls fresh data every time you open it. It's not a deliverable, it's a live instrument. Once you see this pattern, you'll see it everywhere. Again, it could be a risk register that was a static spreadsheet. It suddenly becomes a live heat map as mitigations get updated and new risks are logged. The board or the CEO sees the current state, not yesterday's, not last week's, not last month's, live. These are the first 3 types of artifacts, and you can just see how powerful they are. A custom visual, this is the 4th type. It's not a separate build. Claude generates these inline when a picture lands faster than text. Here is the CV scorer that we just built. It's actually mapped as a waterfall diagram. Each stage hands off to the next. Claude generated this in my conversation. It wasn't prompted, it was just offered to me to give me a visual description of what it was about to do. I found it quite useful. Now again, you can save and you can share these. In summary, these 4 artifact types are among the most powerful capabilities in Claude's toolkit. Most professionals have only seen one. Now you've seen all 4. One-off deliverable, static. Your team runs it, AI powered. Needs to stay current, live. Or let's frame it another way. A document says what you knew when you wrote it. An artifact responds to whoever's using it. That's the difference between sharing your expertise and deploying it. Now, if you've been watching this and you're wondering, where do you actually sit on the spectrum? I've built a simple quiz. The same method as the CV scorer. It's an AI-powered artifact, and it's live on my website. In about 3 minutes, you can answer around 12 questions, and it tells you where you are on the AI operator curve. You can also have it email you the questions, your answers, and the correct answers right to your inbox. This is a great working example of another artifact. It's live on my website now. Try it and see where you sit. The link is in the description, and if you want to go further, that's amplified, the system behind everything that we're building on this YouTube channel. Leave me a comment. Which of the 4 would you build first, and what would you use it for? I read every one. I'm Jim Kennedy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.